In this video, I'm going to show you two application problems for multiplying polynomials together. Now, if you look at the shape that you have here, what we're going to try to find is the area of that shape, and this is a triangle. And what you need to know is that area of a triangle uses this formula. The area is equal to 1/2 times the base of your triangle times the height. And what's important to know is that your base and height should make a 45 degrees. So I'm going to call this the base, and this is going to be my height. So for my formula, my area is going to equal 1/2 times the base, which is a 5x plus 1, not 5, 1, polynomial, and the height, which is a 2x polynomial. So what I'm going to do is multiply these two together, and then I'll take half of what I get. So area is equal to 1/2. Now if I take 5x times 2, I'm going to get 10. 5 times 2 is 10. X times x is x squared. And I'm going to take 1 times my 2x. 1 times 2x is just 2x. And now I'm ready to take half. Half of 10 is 5 for my x squared term. And half of 2, so again I'm multiplying that now, half of 2 is just 1x. And this is the area of our triangle. That's our expression. And then the next picture here, you're going to see this kind of big box with a little box inside. And so if we're going to find the area, I think it may be implied and maybe you're not so sure. We're going to find the area of the shaded region, which means we want a big box with a hole in the middle. Think of it kind of like a square donut. Isn't Indiana kind of known for the square donuts? Or is that a thing that I'm making up in my mind? Anyway, square donut. We're going to find the area of this donut that has a hole in the middle. And so the area that's shaded will equal a big box minus a little box. So the area is going to equal, now my big box, the area of a square is length times height. So maybe I should have written that down, the box. A square is length times height, or base times height. So multiply your two sides together. So I have an x plus 5 times an x plus 5. Then I'm going to subtract my little box, and my little box, I got to make sure I multiply before I subtract. So Pemdas. Pemdas says multiply before you subtract. P-E-M. So first parentheses, second exponents, third multiply and divide as you see them left to right, and then fourth add subtract as you see it left to right. So I need to do this multiplying here before I'm going to take care of that subtract. I have my length times width is an x plus 2 times an x plus 2. So first let's do our multiplying before we subtract. So here we go. X times x and x times 5 is going to give me x times x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Now 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 5 is 25. So my big box is x squared plus 10x plus 25. Okay, now my little box. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 2 times x is also 2x. And 2 times 2 is 4. Again, we're going to be subtracting this. So x squared, 2 plus 2 for my alike terms in the middle is 4x's. And then plus 4. Now this is a polynomial minus a polynomial. So we're going to subtract like terms. So I have x squared minus an x squared. Now x squared minus x squared from my like terms means I have no x squareds left. They're going to cancel out. And then I have a 10x that I'm going to subtract to it a 4x. So I need to distribute that subtract sign. This is going to give us 6x's. And then for my number terms, I have a 25, and I'm going to subtract 4. 25 minus 4 is 21. And this is the area of my shaded region here, the donut of our box.